Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. How is everybody doing this morning? How is everybody doing? How is everybody? Let's just take a look at who is in the chat already. We've already got we've got Richard in, we've got Doom scored. How is everybody doing? So, I'm alright, thanks Richard. How are you? Can't wait for today's game. Going with my dad and my mate. Score predictions 2-1. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. It seems like Thompson is injured, which is unfortunate. I've heard rumours saying it's a thigh injury, is out until December. I've heard rumours about the injury, nothing confirmed as of yet though, but it was the same with Brewster. Score predictions, I'm saying 3-0 Derby County. It will be nice to see Armstrong and Dobbin back. Let's just hope they don't score against us. I have visions of Armstrong scoring a screamer off the underside of the crossbar, but I hope it's not true. Fingers crossed it's not. Fingers crossed it is not. Welcome in Go. Welcome in Kareem. How are you all doing, my friends? How are you all doing? My mate got his hands on the new FC game and he said he played Fulham away. It had a really nice bird's eye view of the River Thames, which is obviously next to Fulham's ground. Yeah, some of the grounds in the game are brilliant. I think they've all been redone this afternoon, redone for this year. Arlang asked Blackett, Taylor and Beck back. Not yet. They're getting closer though. How are you feeling for the game? I'm excited. I am excited, Go. I am excited. Was watching highlights this morning of when we played Sheffield United at home last season. So weird seeing Brewster and Brereton Diaz play against us. Obviously, Brereton Diaz scored that day. Yes, he did. Ajimang played behind closed doors in midweek, probably just for fitness. Thompson. Yeah, that's what I've heard too, Richard. That is what I've heard too. So excited to take my mate today. Due to circumstances, he's not been to a game for over a year. He doesn't get to many away anyway, so can't wait to take him. He'll love it. What's your score prediction? I'm saying 3-0, Richard. I'm saying 3-0. What is your score prediction, Richard? What is yours? Good evening from New Zealand, and hoping we can get our first win at home, and we'll be up at 2 a.m. to watch the game. Yeah, you've got a lot going on, haven't you? Having to get up at 2 a.m. to watch the game. You have got a lot going on. Thank you, everybody, for the likes. Let me just move that out the middle of the screen. I honestly think Derby will go down this season. You were shocking against Ipswich. Marty, like, genuinely, I don't think we will at all. Like, genuinely, not a chance. Can you see all right? Yeah, I can see all right. Why? What time are you leaving the house to get to the game? I'm leaving at 12:40 to pick up my mate, then going to the game. I'll probably be leaving around 1:30, 2-ish. 2-1's my score prediction. Morris, Ajimang to score. Who are your scorers? So I've got Morris to get one, Diaz to get one, and Bobby Clark. I'm playing rivals. I'm 7-0 up at half time. Go on then, Beza. Go on then. Not you, list. Might get. Oh, fair enough. Did you see under 21s last night? Trialist played in goal. Yeah, my assumption to do with the trialist is probably that. It's probably that like Jack Thompson and Harry Evans have probably gone out on loan, or will probably go and play for some under 20 for another team or something like that. Appreciate all the likes, guys. Appreciate all the likes. So let's discuss Liam Thompson then, because obviously. What is going on? That isn't true. The behaviour is not in line with our policy, may result in giftings. I haven't done anything. I have not done anything. Why is TikTok telling me I'm going to get banned? Appreciate the likes, Kareem. Score prediction up the Rams. I'm saying we're going to win 3-0. I'm saying we're going to win 3-0. Joe, what's your score prediction, bro? 8-0 now. Go on, Beza. Go on, son. Thoughts on Chris Wilder back to Sheffield United? I'm not surprised at all. Like, I don't think they should have ever split in the first place. I think they should have always been together. But it's one of those things. It happens in football, unfortunately. Yeah, Joe, get in the Discord. 3-1, says Joe. You going? Yes, I am going, Finn. I am going. But yeah, Chris Wilder back to Sheffield United. It seemed like it was always going to happen. I'm not going to lie. It seemed like it was something which made a hell of a lot of sense for Sheffield United, given their poor start to the season and things like that. But obviously, a lot can change over the course of a season and over the course of things like that. And obviously with the transfer window being handled by Ruben Selles, the team's very, very different. But we will have to wait and see how that progresses for Chris Wilder. Do they play? I think they play today. I agree. Don't think Wilder should have ever been sacked, as they were only going to reappoint him. Exactly. Appreciate all the likes, Kareem. Appreciate all of the likes. Ajimang definitely gets a goal or assist. Fingers crossed. I'm going with it being my B-day and we really need a win. Come on, you Rams. Happy birthday, Oxford. Hope you are okay, bro. Hope you have a good day as well. Make sure you get the likes in, get the follows in, everything like that if you're not already followed, not already subscribed. But it's one of those for me. Wilder leaving in the first place was a shock for me. Wilder then returning and sort of turning them around wouldn't shock me either. It wouldn't surprise me if they end up going up this year, to be completely honest, because it is just one of those circumstances where Chris Wilder is a very, very good manager at this level. He knows what to do with Sheffield United, but it's one of those circumstances where I would not be surprised if they end up winning 2-3-0 today. Sheffield United at home to Charlton at 3 p.m. Charlton would have treated this as an easy game if Sellers was still in charge. I think Blades will win 3-0. Yeah, nothing would surprise me. Genuinely, nothing would surprise me at all, because they are just... They do have good players. They do have a good team at Sheffield United. Appreciate the likes. I'm excited to see Ajimang play. Yeah, I am too. Do you go to any games? Yes, I go to every home game, Ebu. Every home game. So obviously you can drop your score predictions, team predictions, everything like that down in the chat. Obviously if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit like, hit follow, everything like that. Obviously it really helps the channel and things like that. Ajimang to score today. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. That would be absolutely brilliant. Appreciate the follow, James. He followed me over on Kick. Thank you for that. Lewis, get your score predictions in on the new channel on Discord. I absolutely will. I will do after we get off stream. Ajimang to score today. Hopefully. We can hope and pray. We're obviously sort of getting closer and closer to the season really getting to that important part of the year. And I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait. Diaz to score. Fingers crossed, Anton. I'd love Diaz to score today because he had a bit of a tough time up against West Brom, and I felt like he could have scored. In that game. Had a really good opportunity. I think it was on the volley. Team prediction for today: 4-2-2. Zetterstrom, Elder, Clark, Sanderson, Johnston, Ozo, Travis, Clark, Brewster, Morris, Ajimang. Brewster's injured, isn't he, Richard? So it would probably be Diaz instead of Brewster. I think he'll stick with the 3-4-3, if I'm completely honest. I see Adam scoring a belter today. That'd be brilliant. Appreciate the follow, Edward. Hope you're okay, bro. We should be beating these today because Preston are going to be near the bottom of the table. So I think 3-0 Derby, Morris 1, Ajimang 1, I reckon Sanderson header. I'd absolutely take it. I'm going to be streaming till about 11, half 11ish, Richard. That is the plan for today. Thank you for all the likes over on TikTok. Love you all. Thank you for that. But yeah, so my team prediction for today then, I think it's going to be pretty similar to that we saw up against West Brom. I think it's going to be Zetterstrom in goal. I think it will be a back five of Johnston, Sanderson, Clark, Fozzie, and then Elder on the left. I do think there's a possibility that it will end up being with Travis and Ozo in midfield, but maybe not today. I think long term. Preston has got Dobbin. Yes, they have Anton. And then I think the front three will be Clark, Diaz, and Carlton Morris, because I just think there's some obviously very good opportunities there for creativity and stuff like that. But we will wait and see. You going to the game today, Lewis? Yes, I am, James. I will be at the game. Welcome in, Monty. How you doing, bro? How are you doing? Oh, yeah, I forgot about Brewster. I put Briatan Diaz in instead of him then. Absolutely. There's a lot of people talking about Patrick Ajimang starting today, and for me, I can't see it. Genuinely, I just can't see it. It doesn't make much sense to me for Ajimang to start. if I'm completely honest. But obviously we're going to have to wait and see, sort of see how that progresses over the course of the next few days. Carlton Morris on my mind. Is Derby County's number 9? He absolutely is. Appreciate all the likes. I'm good, thanks Monty. How are you doing? What is your score prediction for today? Let me know down in the comment section. Poll. You can get a poll going, can't you? Kareem, if you want to, you can get a poll going if you want. Might see you because I'm in the north stand, but you're left of the goal, I'm to the right. Fair enough, James. Could absolutely see each other. Poll top left. I can't see the poll, I don't think. Or can I? I don't think I can see the poll, I'm not going to lie. But everybody else can, so that's the important thing. Would like to see Agyemang start today, but it's not the right move. Just getting back from injury was blown. Yeah, exactly. We need to be really careful with Agyemang. We don't want to cause any sort of longer term injuries or anything like that, because you don't want him to come back in and then get injured again and break down, like we've seen with Brewster. He obviously broke down early doors, and it's not quite worked out for him just yet, but I think it'll be okay. I think Agyemang will be on the bench, if I'm completely honest. Don't worry about it, Kareem bro, don't worry about it. Guys, in the live, head down to the link in the bio, join the Discord server. Absolutely. How are you doing, Ozzers? How are you doing, bro? How are you doing? 10-1 now, says Beza. Go on, son. Don't think Agyemang will start because he played in midweek. Yeah, I think he'll be on the bench. I completely agree with you. 2-1 Derby, Morris and Ozo. Love that, Monty. That would be absolutely perfect. Sitting in North Stand 2 with my dad upper in the middle of the goal. Love that. How you doing, Ozzers? How you doing, bro? Are you coming to the match today? Yes, I am at Derby County versus Preston, Craig. That is where I will be today. Derby County versus Preston. There'll be a match day vlog out on YouTube and TikTok later on today. There'll be a match day vlog out then. Lewis, Beza and what, Richard? Beza and what? Glad Eustace has said he will rest Beck. What a manager and a great decision. Yeah, there's no point rushing Beck back in. It doesn't make a lot of sense for me. I just think you've got to take your time. Elder's playing okay. Fozzie's doing all right, so I think we will be okay. Lewis, are you, Beza and Port Aldridge, who I know isn't here, moderators? If so, how do I become one? You probably could be one, to be fair, Richard, because you're in here pretty much all the time. But realistically, in fact, Richard, I'm going to give you moderator. I've given you moderator, Richard. You are a standard. Beza is managing because Beza's done a lot of work for me behind the scenes. But you are now a moderator, Richard. Essentially, keep your eyes on the chat. Anything you think is a bit untoward, let them know. Are you streaming after the game? Depends what time I get back, Richard, but maybe. Think Ozo needs to start with Travis today. Personally, I don't think that Diaz was very good. We've got to be careful with Diaz because obviously appreciate all the likes and all the follows and everything like that. But we've got to be careful with Diaz because what we saw last week was a jet lag Diaz, if I'm completely honest. So we're going to have to sort of wait and see how he performs when he's not jet lagged. 1-10-1, love that, Beza. I think it will be 2-1 Preston. I hope not. Did Brewster score in the Championship playoff semis last season against Bristol City? I think so. Do you class me as a regular? Nearly, Alfie. Gifting suspended and live visibility. What? This live is why? Apparently my live has been restricted on TikTok, and I don't know why. You can obviously let me know if it is. What do I do as a moderator? Just keep an eye on the chat, Richard. Anybody that you think needs to have a word with them. So I'm not quite sure. Is a moderator like the dude yesterday with the wrench? Yes. Guys, in the live, head down to the link in bio, Discord server, get your predictions in. Absolutely. Get those predictions in. I think that my TikTok stuff has been, I think I've been, live video settings are too high. I don't know. I think 3-1 Derby. Just close your live and reopen it, otherwise it won't show up on the FYP. Right, I'm going to restart the TikTok live. I'll be back in a second. And boom. Go live. Go live. Right, so we're just restarting the TikTok live. Right. We are back on TikTok. Let me just check that Tickfinity's all connected. It should be. There we go. So the TikTok live is back. Yeah, Doom Squad, it's back open. It's back open now. I had to restart it because apparently I'd done something wrong. Everyone like and sub, absolutely Ozzers. Get your likes in, get your subs in, everything like that. To be honest, now that we have got going with a win, I don't actually see many teams coming to Pride Park and getting a win. Neither do I, to be honest. I think we've been very, very good early doors, and it will be interesting to see sort of how that progresses. Richard, you need to start your own stuff like Lewis, mate. You always have a good opinion on stuff. He does. Obviously, if he wants to, he can, and if he wants to, obviously, I can sort of help him get set up. Welcome back, Karim. Welcome back. Karim, let me know. Is it possible to send gifts and stuff in the chat? Because that's what it was telling me in the last one. Let me know. In one game, Cole Palmer has 7 goals for me. That is ridiculous. Cole Palmer is an unbelievable player. He is. Thanks, mate. I do my own football talking videos and do match day vlogs for match days, but just don't post them anywhere. Richard, do you know what you should do? You should just post. You should genuinely post them. Welcome in. Can I give you? I can't give you moderator. Oh, I can give you moderator. We'll give you that in a minute. Post them on YouTube or something. Absolutely. Do you know something? Something that I've learned recently is that you've just got to do it. You just have to post. And that's what I did, and that's what I've started doing, and it's obviously worked quite well for me. Don't feel like I'm ready to post just yet. That is absolutely fine as well. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. It's not letting me post. Gift in chat doesn't work. What? I'll try and figure that out after stream. I'm only young and don't really feel like I want to. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I once won 21-0 in eFootball. Fair enough. I do my own pretend YouTube channel though. That's where we all start. That is where we all start. It's where we all start. We all start with a YouTube channel where we talk to ourselves. How you doing, City Boys? How you doing? Where did you go? I just had to turn my plug on because I didn't want my phone to die. Hi, City Boys. How you doing, bro? Richard, I used to do the same as you. Love that. I think I'm restricted on TikTok. I'm definitely restricted on TikTok. I don't know why I'm restricted, though. Why am I restricted on TikTok? I always just change my name back to Ozzers. Love that from you. I don't know why. Hey ho. Yeah. Well, Liam Thompson injured. It's not great, is it? So let's talk about Liam Thompson. So it is being reported that, well, not reported. It's being rumoured that he picked up an injury in a game for the B team in midweek, which was behind closed doors, and that is a little bit of a problem for Derby because realistically, stuck on 3 viewers, that's not right. I know, Karim, I know. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. How you doing, DCFC Leo? How you doing? Leo, how did you find my stream? Was it on the FYP or let me know in the comments. But yeah, so the thing is, we spoke about this heading into the last game. These injury leaks that keep coming out is so frustrating and it's so annoying because we just how can we keep playing and get better and keep performing if the players are leaking that we've got injuries and things like that, giving the opposition time to sort of push us forward and things like that. And it gives the opportunity for them to play against us. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think Liam Thompson should be starting for Derby County. I don't think Liam Thompson is sort of the best player. But it's one of those for me where you don't want it getting out that he's injured, do you? So it's not great. It's not great. But we'll obviously have to wait and see sort of how it goes. He's not one of the best players. Yeah, I agree. On a game called Dream League Soccer, I once won 12-0 and 5-0 up at half-time. Loved that. I've played Dream League before. Thompson needs more game time. He's a top player. I think Thompson is decent, but I just don't think he's obviously a starter for me, if I'm completely honest. My mate who I'm going to the game with today has 2 YouTube channels. They're both just called his mum's name. He just makes edits. One has 43 subs, one has 55. Love that. Come on, you Rams, let's win. It's on the FYP. Love that. What about today? FYP, great news. Come on, you Rams, let's get a win. Let's get the wins on the board. Kareem, let me know if GIFs are working. It might just be a thing for today. Where'd you watch it today? No idea. I'm at the game. He'd replace Ozo. He'd replace Ozo. I don't think Thompson would replace Ozo for me, if I'm completely honest. Well, I just realised he's got 3 channels. 31. That's decent. I've got 3. I'm running 3 channels at the minute. Sometimes Thompson's the best player, but sometimes he's awful. Yeah, I agree. They work now. Love that. I watch it on Fire Stick. We have signed too much attacker. Yeah, but you can never have too many attackers. I think Travis is key today. I agree. Might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think Tomo is that good. I think we shouldn't have given him a new deal. I was surprised when he get his new deal. Let's put it that way. I didn't think he'd get one, if I'm completely honest. It says I'm the top fan on this channel. Love that, Ozzers. Love that, bro. Love that. Ask DCFC Leo on TikTok what his last name is. I might know him. Leo, what is your last name? Richard is asking. You might know Richard. Richard thinks he knows you. Lewis, what YouTuber inspired you to do stuff like this? Realistically, I've always wanted to do it. I used to watch a streamer when I was very young called LT Zonda, who used to play GTA 5 and stuff like that. And I streamed because of him back when I was like 13, 14, but never really stuck up with it, if that makes sense. But then sort of watching like people like Ginge, Danny Aarons and stuff like that blow up out of nowhere, like it sort of really sort of moved. It sort of gave me the idea to start pushing. And then in November, I started posting, November 2023. And it's only been upwards and onwards since then, which has been absolutely phenomenal. Prediction for today, I'm saying 3-0 Derby. I'm saying 3-0 Derby. Thanks for the follow, Matt. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but Adams and Tomo are on the same level. Yeah, I think Tomo is more an equal player, whereas Adams is better in one direction, if that makes sense. For what Adams is good at defensively, Tomo is better playing through the... Yeah, I agree, 100% agree. Thank you for the likes, Leo. Do you think we'll win? Yes, 3-0. Can you watch it on Rams TV? If you have a VPN, Marley, then yes. If you have a VPN, then yes. Leo didn't answer your question, Richard, unfortunately. Random question, Lewis, but what is your least favourite song? It's any of those songs where they don't have actual words. They're like mumbling. It really annoys me. He's overrated. Don't disagree. It says top fans, and I'm top with 75 XP. That's brilliant. Guess what I'm having for lunch? A lamb and mint pasty from Birds. £3 for a pasty, quite pricey, but delicious. Pepperoni pizza slices from Greg's are unreal. Morning, E. How you doing, bro? How are you doing? Everyone give Lewis quick fire questions. Yeah, if you want to get your quick fire questions in, get them in. Why did he not answer? I don't know, to be honest. He might have jumped out of the chat. Leo, are you still in chat? Leo, if you're still in chat, let me know your... or let me know part of your second name so that I can tell Richard, because he thinks he knows you. What's your favourite chant? I love the 21 points chant, but I think it needs changing. And I think everybody will agree on that, Matt, if I'm completely honest. I think the chant needs adjusting and things like that, but we will sort of wait and see if that does end up happening or not over the course of the next few months. Obviously, with Derby County in a bit of a better position now. What's your favourite song ever? Ooh, difficult. That's difficult. Because I find listening to music really difficult, James, because... obviously, because like obviously, if you don't know, I'm autistic and suspected ADHD, and it makes it really hard to sort of have favourite songs and least favourite songs and stuff like that, because it changes day on day based on like the beats and stuff like that. The 21 Point song is doing my head in now. Do you know something, Kai? If they changed it, I think everybody would have a different opinion on it, but it needs adjusting. It definitely needs adjusting, 100%. Birds in Park Farm, maybe so. The hash brown bites you get in the morning at WP are amazing. Love that. Not going to confirm or deny, as it would probably give away where I live. Yeah, that's the right thing to do, Richard. That is the absolute right thing to do. Lewis, what's your favourite board game ever? I love a game of Monopoly. Love a game of Monopoly. But Monopoly takes a bit too long. So we have this game that me and my missus and our family play, where you have like a fish, right? And it gives you the... you have a colour, and your colour represents what you've got to do. It's essentially like Mafia, if you've ever seen the Sidemen play that, right? And there's a question you have to answer, and if you've got the fish, you have to say the wrong answer. They're all the same on one side, but they change on the other side. So mine would be Wonderwall by Oasis. Fair enough. I love a caramel donut. Birds, love that. 21 Point Songs is my least favourite chant. Needs adapting or scrapping completely. Yeah, it needs changing. 100% needs changing. Carvery before a match day. Love that for you. Who do you think will score today for Derby? I've got Morris, Clark and Diaz, hopefully. My favourite board game is Scrabble. Love that. My mum loves to play Scrabble. I've never been able to get on with Scrabble. I'm not very good with words. Which is quite interesting considering. Is that fish game basically like wrong answers only? One person has to say the wrong answer, the rest have to say the right one, and the person who hands out the fish has to guess, if that makes sense. My favourite song changes every day. Yeah, literally, Richard, literally. Can't see us winning today. Haven't won an away game on a Saturday for 553 days, says Harrison from Preston North End. That is ridiculous. Score predictions on the Cov Leicester game. I think Cov win 2-0. You at the game today? Yes, I will be, John. I will be at the game. Who's your favourite ever Derby player? Favourite ever Derby player? We'd have to go with... appreciate the follow, Harrison. Welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Who would we go with? Mine is either Aranio, Stimac or Bryson. So, my favourite player that's played for Derby in my lifetime has got to be Mason Mount in terms of player. In terms of player that Derby County have owned, I'd probably have to say like Will Hughes or Tom Ince. Maybe Tom Lawrence in that as well. I just love those players. Jake Buxton says Kai. I'm East Stand, right by the away fans. What stand you in? North, mate, North. Russell Bryson up there. Absolutely up there. What is that fish game called? Where can you get it from? I'm not entirely sure. My missus bought it one Christmas. I'm not sure. I'll ask her so that I can tell you on stream. Everyone thinks Steve was watching. Let's get it going. Only started supporting the club a few years ago, so recent years got to be Curtis Davis. Yeah, Curtis Davis is one that has a massive sort of contingency following among Derby County fans. For me, any player past 2018 is not in the conversation for me. Fair enough. I think you have to give credit to the likes of Mount, Wilson that are in that 2018-19 season, but after that, completely agree. Prediction for today, I'm saying 2-2 or 2-1. I'm saying I think we win 3-0. Come on, you Ram, says John. Welcome in, bro. What's your favourite clothing brand? So, in terms of brand, I don't really wear branded stuff. Pretty much everything I wear, you can get off Boohoo, right? Boohoo Man, right? So, we're probably going to have to say Boohoo Man, but realistically, I love a Nike tracksuit. I do. I love a Nike tracksuit. For shoes, it's got to be like Puma or Jordan. They're probably my favourite shoes. But I love an Air Force. So it'll be an intriguing one. The 2013-14 side is the best side I've seen in my lifetime. Yeah, that team was ridiculous. Lewis, let's play 2 truths, 1 lie, and then let's guess everyone's lie. Not being rude, but don't disrespect Steve Bloomer like that. Fair enough. Get it in the chat. Get it in the chat. So Liam Thompson's injured. Brewster's injured. Who's injured? Who's injured? My favourite brand is Puma. Yeah, Puma's a really good brand. Puma is a very good brand. So, who's injured? Beck, Langas, Blackett, Taylor, Brewster. Apparently, we've got Thingy injured as well. Liam Thompson now. So that's 5 players missing out today. Nelson as well. I always forget about Nelson. I guess that's part and parcel of him not really being a part of the first team picture this season. Pardon me. But it's one of those, isn't it? It's nothing more than a jolly little ditty about a guy who played football for us about 100 years ago. It's pointless, needs changing. Fair. Lewis, people will send you hate. You're the only ones who's had the courage to make a DCFC channel. Do you know something? There's a few Derby channels out there, right? And, like, fair play to all of them, right? But all I have to say is I'm the only one that posts daily. Appreciate the gift night, like, welcome in, bro. How are you doing? But yeah, I post daily, twice a day, get a stream out as well. I've got a gaming channel going now as well, which has been daily posting at the moment as well. So appreciate the roses, welcome in, bro. So I'm just trying to do my bit, buzzing today, mate. I'll be up top in North Stand, banging the wall, making some noise. Go for it, Stephen. Go for it. When's Curtis Nelson back? Could you see him starting? I think he'll leave in January, if I'm honest. OGs remember Keon Marley for Derby YouTube. Yeah, whatever happened to him? Whatever happened to Keon Marley? Because I swear he had like 6k subscribers or something like that, and then just seemed to disappear off the face of the earth just before COVID. Nelson won't be back till the new year. He's not registered, so I wouldn't expect him to be involved, if I'm completely honest. Nelson was one of our best players for us, and now he's just a figure in the shadows. Yeah, I feel sorry for him as well. What is Boohoo? It's a clothing website. Good thing about Nelson, he was in the team photo. Yeah. It's great for Nelson, that. Hey up, Lewis, how you doing? I'm all good, mate. How are you? Just finished my football game. What was the score, DCFC Rams? What was the score? Is Man U vlog his class? Yeah, I think Keon Marley was really good at content. Didn't he do some stuff with the first team as well? 1 year, and then he just sort of disappeared. He could have gone on to great things. Do you watch Goalhanger, Lewis? What a vlogger he is, but you're the best. Goalhanger is a great vlogger. He makes some great content. He's part of Rams Talk podcast as well, which is obviously good to see for him. It gives him more opportunities, and I think Goalhanger's great at what he does. But it's one of those where I think I'm the only one that really does like consistent Derby County like news vlogs, shit like that. And obviously we've got other content going on as well. He still posts a little on FIFA, I think. Fair enough. 9-1 to us. I scored 2. Love that. Is he still posting on his normal channel, James? Because I haven't seen his stuff in age. I don't even know if I'm subscribed to him, to be honest. If he stopped posting, I probably would have unsubscribed at one point. But that is what happens. It's part and parcel. It's one of the reasons why I'm so consistent, because once you stop posting, like, people aren't interested, people forget about you and things like that. And I'm assuming, obviously I don't know, but my assumption is that is probably what's happened to Keon Marley. Let's see, can we find his channel? He does still have his channel. Videos. He just posts random stuff now. He doesn't post proper stuff. Which side of North do you stay at? Towards East Stand, I think. He doesn't really post that much anymore, to be fair. Does good old Keon. Hasn't been live in 5 years. Posts videos every day, bless him. But nothing. It's not really Derby related anymore. It did a Derby Pro Clubs at one point, but hey ho. Got a game in the cup against Cad Kelser. Loved that. That Goalhanger came on in the second half. Immediately started talking crap. Yeah. I was supposed to play in that game, but I didn't play in that one. I was ill. Steve Bloomer's watching. Have a look at the name Jane 80. He's got 3 channels under the same name. Give me a second. I'll see if I can find it. YouTube. Bada boom. Jane. Oh, I typed it into Google, not into YouTube. Jane. There we go. I used to have a Derby County channel. Loved that. I've found it. Yeah, it makes Derby edits. Hasn't posted on that channel since 2023, but has 55 subscribers. Hasn't posted on this one since April. How are you guys doing in chat? And hasn't posted on that one, but fair enough. The thing is, like, creating content is all well and good, but it is time consuming. It is. Steve Bloom was watching was only good when we had the flags and stuff. Yeah, was it 2013-14 when we had like the fire cannons and stuff like that as well, where in front of East Stand? I'm pretty sure it was, wasn't it? Where we had those, like, where it shoot fire and stuff like that. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, it's not posted in a while. Yeah. The thing is with content, right, is you've just got to post at the end of the day. If you don't post, you never know what's going to happen. It's like my gaming channel is absolutely, like, it's not necessarily flying. It's not huge, right? But if I can get it up, I might be able to get it up. Times changed. Yeah, remember an old couple near us who used to rip up newspaper and throw it. Yeah, there's a few people near me that used to do that, but they don't do it anymore for whatever reason. Like, whenever we'd score, they'd do it. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? People change, times change, everything like that. But it is just one of those things. Score predictions, says Anton. I'm saying 3-0 Derby, 3-0 Derby. He had 5 subscribers at one point recently, on one of his channels. And on the same channel, he's now got 43, even though it's not posted. Yeah, that's brilliant, that is. Anton says 1-0. Who do you think is going to score, Anton? Who do you think is going to score? 1-0 Derby. Who's going to score, though? Who is going to score? That is the important question. That is the most important question. Who is going to score, and who is going to be? Who's going to score the winner? Who is it going to be? Let me know. Let me know, Anton. Matt Clark header. That would be absolutely phenomenal. I'll love it if we see Pat and Morris up front together. Yeah, I would too. Tomo injured, says James. That is the rumour. We have another leak coming out of Derby County that Liam Thompson has picked up an injury during a B team game in midweek behind closed doors. But unfortunately, we have no confirmation. On the final day against Carlisle a few seasons ago, my dad went to throw a beach ball on the pitch, miscontrolled it and chucked it halfway to the south stand. I think it ended up in the away end. Fair enough. That game against Carlisle was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It was. But no complaints from me. I love that game. Derby, come on. I'm not sure about these leaks. Do you know, it's really frustrating me that these leaks are getting out. I'm not bothered that players are injured or anything like that, right? That's fine. But that should come from the manager. It shouldn't come from an internal source. But what could be interesting is if Derby are sort of trying to then feed things out to see who the leaks are, but we will wait and see. Isaac says, Derby, come on. Anton says he thinks we'll stay up. Sorry, guys. I'm saying 4-2 Derby. Would love that, City boys. Who do you think is going to score? Who do you think is going to score? It's a shame, but we have good midfield cover. Well, we have Travis, Ozo, and Adams if Thompson's injured. Obviously, Clark can play in there, but not in a 2. So, realistically, we might get to a point where we regret letting go with Kenzo Heldmine, but we'll wait and see. Remember Paul Simpson. Appreciate all the likes, Agimang Enthusiast. Welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Remember Paul Simpson, the Carlisle manager, at the time was fuming about the pitch invasion because they had 1,700 fans who travelled in the place. Yeah, but what does he expect? These leaks are very dodgy. Yeah, I agree. It wouldn't surprise me if Derby County started trying to funnel it out and figure out who it is. 2-0 says Anton, Ibu and Diaz. Evie says score predictions. I'm saying 3-0 Evie. What is yours? Zetterstrom in goal. Defensive Clark, Sanderson and Johnson. Midfield of Travis Adams and Morrison. Morrison? I'm assuming you mean Morris. Simo knows that was going to happen. He's been here before. Yeah, he knew what was going to happen. It's just part and parcel of football. It happens at every club. Morris, hat-trick and Travis. Love that, City boys. That would be brilliant. Appreciate all the likes. Ajimanga enthusiast. Appreciate that, bro. How you doing, Alexander Isaac? Lewis, when you said you need 25 subs to stream, you need 50. Is it 50? I thought it was 25. I've got... what my plan is, right, is this year, I'm going to stream on this channel every day. Appreciate the follow, Evie. Welcome in. How you doing? Derby win 2-0, Ajimang and Morris. So, yeah, I've got a plan for this year. Why am I on your screen? Because you were the number one in chat at that point. I'm gonna stream every day on this channel, get content for the gaming channel while I'm doing it, and then hopefully push that channel into push that channel to monetization as well. Welcome in, Jean, if that's how I say your name. Greetings from Brazil. Welcome in from Brazil. How are you doing? If you haven't done so already, hit that follow button. Wouldn't surprise me if Derby start posting on Twitter saying they're fuming about the leaks that needs to stop. It probably will happen at some point. They probably won't tweet it out. It'll probably come from other sources. Remember your angry rant after we lost 2-1 at home to Swansea last season? Yeah, it was... Don't. We try not to acknowledge that. Can you do a Derby criminal? We will be doing one at some point over this year. Brember and Tandiaz will be good today, hopefully. Fingers crossed, Brewster. Fingers crossed. What road you sit? North Stand. I'm just saying North Stand. You doing a live afternoon? Where are you going? Are you going to post a video? We're at Derby County versus Preston this afternoon, live after the game, and then we'll have a match day vlog out after that. We will. Are you even going to do a Christmas Day stream too? That would be cool. Yeah, I probably will. Hey man, I'm going to England next year for work. Do you mind if I stay here to try and improve my English? Absolutely not. But while you're in here, make sure you hit that follow button. It really helps the channel. Yeah, we probably will do a Christmas Day live. We won't be live for long, obviously, but it probably will happen. Appreciate you following Jean, if that's how you say your name. Let me know down in the comments. I don't know why it popped up in 2 different locations there, but we'll deal with that after the stream. What is the weirdest, most random country, Lewis, that you've had someone visit? I've had a decent chunk of viewers from India, Richard, according to the YouTube channel, but we will wait and see. Armstrong coming back to Pride Park. Yes, he is, Evie. He is. There's rumours he's injured, but we will wait and see. Appreciate all the likes, Ajimang enthusiast. Really appreciate that. Don't want to judge Preston Diaz after one game, but I think it's just a mere signing, to be fair. Yeah, I don't really disagree. But we need to be careful after that one game because he was on the back of jet lag. He was, unfortunately. Do you know when investments come? I don't. We're waiting for confirmation still. Think you'll probably say, yeah, maybe Richard, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously for everybody, like everyone will say names differently in different places. Same lineup, surely? Yeah, I think it will. I think it'll be the same. If you are over on Kick as well, make sure you hit the follow button. Obviously, those of you on YouTube, hit like and subscribe, everything like that. If you're on TikTok, smash the like button. Chuck some gifts in if you want, and also follow up. But yeah, I think it'll be the same lineup. I do, Evie. I think literally nothing will change for me. But you can obviously let me know your thoughts down in the comments as well if you do want to. obviously it's going to be a very, very interesting few weeks for Derby County fans. What we got next after today, we've got Wrexham at some point in the next week or so. So that'll be good. That'll be a good game to watch. Who have we got over the course of the next few weeks? Let's take a look at. It's something like Jan. Just try to use some fancy accent. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wrexham, then Charlton. Yeah, it's Charlton midweek, but feel free to call anyway. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Squad full of amazing players. I agree. Let's take a look. Fixtures. We've got Preston, Wrexham, Charlton, Southampton. Then it's international break. That is going to be an interesting one. That is going to be very, very interesting. Hopefully, we can... if we can get 6 points out of those games, I think I'll be happy. 6 points, 7 points, something like that. I'll be buzzing about that for me. When are you doing your 12-hour stream? Next week on 27th or 28th, like you said you were. What we're going to do with that 12-hour is I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it next week. I'll probably do it for the next away game, which I think is Southampton. Let me get the stuff back up. I think I'll do it for the next away game. Yeah, Charlton is midweek, 10 days. Unfortunately, won't be able to attend that one. First home game, I won't be able to attend this season. Unfortunate that. Score predictions and who to score. I'm saying 3-0, Morris, Clark and Diaz to score. I think... Oh, no, we can't do it for Southampton. We might do it for Oxford. We'll do it for Oxford on the 18th. I'm going to try and sort out doing it for... do some sort of charity segment for it as well. Richard. Wrexham is the next away game. Yeah, we're not going to do it for the Wrexham game, though. We're not going to do it for the Wrexham game. We're going to do it for the one after. I'm saying 3-0 Ajimang, Morris and Ibu. Decent. We'll take that. So obviously we've got 2 weeks of international break content to fill where I'm going to be streaming every day and stuff like that, making loads of gaming content to fill out the channel. I'm saying 3-0 Ajimang, Morris and Ibu. We'll take that 100%. Where do you think we'll come this season? I think we'll finish 9th. I do. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling. 9th just seems to be the play. But we will wait and see. I think Oscar has just joined the chat. Pretty sure it is Oscar with the number 7. He can let me know in the comments. Appreciate all the likes, Hajimang Enthusiast. How you doing, mate? How are you doing? Obviously, whether you're in TikTok, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, whatever, make sure you hit like and follow, turn on the notification bell, everything like that, so that you can stay tuned for all of the upcoming streams and everything along those lines, because it is really, really important and really, really helps the channel across the course of the season. Have you got tickets for England women versus Australia? I haven't. No, I haven't. 42 quid all in for you, your mum, dad and granddad. That's brilliant, that is. Opinions on today, you think Ajimang will start? I don't think Ajimang will start. I'm not going to lie to you. I do not think he'll start. I think he'll be on the bench. If I am completely honest, I think... Easy brother, how's it going? Hope Derby win today as I'm taking my little lad. Fingers crossed for you. Fingers crossed. We'll lose a few key players such as Niambi and Ibu in January, as I believe it's AFCON. Yes, we will. But I think... I'm not necessarily too worried about that. I think Johnston will be the starter at right back anyway. I think by then Ozo will probably be the starter in midfield, and I think we'll end up bringing someone in midfield for when Ibu goes. Sort them out. We will try. We will sigh. Bro, can I ask you something? What is your vision of Brazilian football? Do you know some of the teams or players? So obviously, like, you know, the big name players like Neymar, Marcelo, things like that. I got CC on FC 26 as my debut icon. But in terms of Brazilian football, I know like Santos, is it Fluminense? Is that a team out there, I think? I know a couple of the teams, but I can't really say I'm too familiar with sort of like the leagues and stuff. But I think Brazilian football, it always gives me the impression of... being really good on the ball, technical and stuff like that, which is always really interesting, in my personal opinion. Do you think Derby will get an applause? Yeah, probably. I think Armstrong will as well. Derby win 4-0. Morris gets 3. Travis gets 1. We'd take that. We'd absolutely take that. Yeah, Adji is in the Discord. Apparently, TJ, apparently he is injured, yeah. Sugar on top, we're top of the league with Sugar on top. We can hope and pray that we are top of the league. Well, at some point, Derby County are going to be top of the league this season. I just feel like we will. Are you going to try and go? I am thinking. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I might do the 21s. But I'm not sure. How you doing, Kay? How you doing, bro? Hope you're all okay. Up the Rams, absolutely, Lee. Absolutely. Hope you are okay, bro. Hope you are okay. Are we clapping the former Derby keeper, Russell Holt, who is ill in hospital? I think there may be something for that today. How long is Tomo injured for? Rumours are saying December, TJ, but obviously we've had no confirmation. Been a while since I've seen you on here. I've been live every day, Kay. Hit the follow button. Go and join the Discord, Kay. You'll get a notification every time I go live on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, everything like that. So make sure you go and join the Discord. Karim will send you the link if you need the link, but it is in my bio. Appreciate all the likes, Ajiman. It's Carl, by the way. Played with you for DCTFC a couple of years ago. Oh, is that... yes, Kyle. Get in the Discord, Kyle. Get in the Discord. If you don't have the Discord. But I'm always live. I'm live every day. Hope you're doing all right, brother. Hope you're doing okay. Get out the link. Get at the Discord. Exactly that, brother. Rams going up. Big Ange taking the Tin Pot Forest down. We can hope. Fingers crossed. Patrick Adjimang. Patrick Adjimang. Still getting pelters daily on Twitter? Absolutely. But would we have it any other way, Kyle? Would we have it any other way? Absolutely not. We would not have it any other way. It's exactly what we do it for. We like grinding the gears of people on Twitter. It's just the vibe. It's just the way to go. It is. It is the best thing in planet Earth. Winding people up. I still remember I got absolute pelters for saying that. What's it called? Got absolute pelters for saying Curtis Nelson getting a contract was the wrong decision. Appreciate the gift, Lee. Appreciate the gift. Are you hopping off at 11? Yeah, just after 11. I'm asking because Derby spent almost 7 million on Patrick, and with this value, you can get some top Brazilian players from Brazilian leagues with 20, 21 years, like William Gomez. That has gone to Porto for 6 million. You're not being inconvenient at all. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk. We're here to talk all about football, all about Derby County and things like that. So don't ever think that you're being inconvenient. But I don't disagree with you. I think in terms of clubs scouting those foreign nations and things like that, like Brazil is, it's obviously... Is it easier or is it harder to scout Brazil and things like that? I'm not quite sure on the level of sort of content that Derby as a club get in terms of the Brazilian league and things like that. But I don't disagree with you. There's obviously some great opportunities in those leagues, and maybe it's something Derby County will assess in the future. I know that with South America and stuff like that, the work permit situation is a bit more difficult over here than it is in Portugal, but we will wait and see. Lewis, random question. What are the rules of football? You can only play with your hands, Richard. You can only play with your hands. You're not allowed to kick the ball. I think he'll come good. More time on the pitch. I agree. Score pred and injury predictions. I think we win 3-0. Injury updates, not predictions, sorry. Injury updates. Apparently Tomo's injured. But we've not had confirmation of that yet. And he's going to be out until December, apparently. Obviously, Brewster's out for the next couple of weeks. You've got who else is out? Langas, Beck, and Blackett Taylor are out as well. But everybody else should be back. Appreciate all the likes, guys. Absolutely spamming that like button. Absolutely love it. Said 3-1. Love that, Lee. Love that. Rules of football. The fans are all cardboard cutouts. There are no fans that attend the games at all. No, we don't have fans. But we do not have fans. No club has fans apart from Derby County. Derby County are the boys. The boys. The absolute dream team. I said 3-1. Derby used to be a seller club. I mean, used to buy young players to make some profit, or is more an independent team that used. We have a very good academy at Derby, so a lot of our academy lads end up going on to better things. So we are kind of a seller club, but not necessarily in the way that other teams are seller clubs. When you look at situations like Southampton, for example, they were essentially Liverpool's feeder team for a good few years, whereas we're not necessarily a feeder. We're more of a creator and seller, but that will obviously change if we end up getting in the Premier League and stuff like that. But in England, you've got to be seller clubs because of PSR rules and stuff like that. 3-1 Preston, says Jay. Who do you think is going to score, Jay? Who do you think is going to score? You can obviously let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Have you ever attended any Derby County Fans Forum? I attended a junior one with my dad last year. 3 women's players, Jake Buxton, Marcus Harris and Caden Jackson. I haven't actually been to a fans forum. I haven't, unfortunately. I would like to go at some point. I'd love at some point to be able to film the fans forum for my channel and sort of be able to give my take as it happens. Controversial take. Sean Barker should register himself as a player, deregister his action, come on at halftime and score a hat-trick. Maybe one day. He is currently one of the coaches at Burton's Academy at the moment, I think. Is Sean Barker, which is absolutely brilliant for Barker. I reckon Millie Brace, Dobbin goal, and then probably Ebo Adams for you. Fair enough. On the train now, Derby bound. Good luck, BW. Hope you have a good afternoon. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. We are so close to the light goal, guys. Make sure you go and hit that light goal. That is what we need to do. We need to go and hit that light goal right now. So, how is everybody? Asanic is back today. He's back. Can't wait to see him on the pitch again. I hope we don't see him on the pitch. He's one of your better players. I hope we do not see him. What do you mean? Like live stream the fans forum? You don't have to put the sound on. You can just put the subtitles on and then take it from there. Essentially, I'd like to be at the forum, record it, so that I can use the content, if that makes sense. So that I can use bits of the interview to discuss and things like that. Because obviously, if you've watched any of like my fans forum videos and stuff like that, I essentially have to talk through the talking points, whereas I could use clips from the video, clips from the actual forum to do that. I've spammed for 20 minutes. I need something out of this. Ajimang, are you in the thingy? Are you in the Discord? I've just given you mod. I get what you mean, Lewis. Might get if it's my own content, it wouldn't get copyrighted, but I can't do that right now because it's not my content. So, not yet. Get yourself in the Discord. You're now a mod on the TikTok. You are. We can get you in the Discord chat as well. But how is everybody doing? Just get your final score predictions in. It's very nice to know new teams for me. I've used Derby on a Masters League at PES 21. Got them to win the Champions in like 5 years. I wish you guys all the luck and success this season. Appreciate you stopping by. Well, it is nearly 11 a.m. If you don't have your team predictions or anything like that in the chat at the moment. When I was very young, I used to call TikTok tickle tockle. Fair enough. Random question, Lewis, but are you ticklish? Kinda. I think everybody's a little bit ticklish. If I'm completely honest, in the right areas, I think everybody is ticklish. 2-1 Derby, says Smithy. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Who are your scorers? Who are your scorers, Smithy? Who are your scorers? Who are the scorers? Are you going to the game? Yes, I will be at the game. Lewis, we need to calm down with handing out mods now because I'm the Discord. We made an application. Oh, okay. Sorry, Karim. Sorry, Karim. Give me a second. Let me... what we'll do is... live stream Merseyside Derby. I'm going. All good. You're the boss. Yeah. We'll sort out. I keep forgetting we've got that channel. To be fair, Morris, Clark, and Dobbin for them. Fair enough. Sorry, I meant today. Fair enough. But yeah, we will be there. I will be there. There'll be a match day vlog out tonight and everything. So I am going to create another. If they want to become mod, minimum they have to be in the Discord. Yeah. I agree with that, Karim. Agree with that. All mods need to be in the Discord. There's only a couple that I'm not going to have to worry about that with, like Paul and Richard and stuff like that. So it is now just gone 11 a.m. We are going to be hopping off in just a moment. But I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by. We'll probably be live... after the game, why I'm getting everything up to speed for the match day vlog and stuff like that. So if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Yeah, when I said live stream in the Mersey Derby side, I was talking to you. Yeah, I'm not going to stream that because I've got to go off now. How do I become a channel regular? You've got to be in the channel every day. You've got to be in the Discord, City Boys. You've got to be... get your score predictions in yourself, Lewis. Yeah, I will do it. I'll get it in straight after. Right. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I will catch you this afternoon. If you haven't done so already, hit like, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will catch you later on. Bye-bye. Over on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. I will see you all later on.